everyone, welcome back to my channel. So as we promised you, every Saturday we're going to have a live cooking session with me. So those people who can follow along, so we are posting it in advance, 2 days advance for the ingredients that you'll be needing. So you can always follow along with me while I'm cooking. So all the ingredients that you need, it will be on the description below. You can download it into a recipe card that you need. So we're all set to cook. So for today, we are going to cook stir-fried noodles. So since we're using a dry noodles, first, before we slice all the ingredients that we have, we're just gonna boil the water for the noodles. So just heat your pan with the water and let it boil for our noodles later. So now we're good to go on chopping all the ingredients. So we're gonna start with ginger. So just chop it into small slices. So just chop it this way. Just chop it into slices that it's easier for you to chop. And then chop also the garlic. So we're using 2 cloves of garlic. Just gonna chop it together. Done. And now for the carrots and the rest of the vegetable. So we will be chopping this one into a tiny long slices. So just chop it into a julienne's chop. Since we're doing the noodles, so it's nice to have a long chop of those vegetables to have. So just chop it this. So the rest of the ingredients will be chopped in the same way. So we'll be needing like a medium size of carrots. Here. This here. Just be very careful with the knife. So make sure not to cut yourself. This and the rest. So there's so many recipes for the stir-fried noodles there. So I'm just taking the quickest one and easy to find recipe. Some of them using different kinds of vegetable as well, not only carrots. They're also using broccoli, but we'll be using like these ingredients. The ingredients that easy for me to find in the market. So, and we are using green bell pepper and red bell pepper. So it gives more color. So bell pepper is here. So we just cut it the same way as we cut the rest of the vegetable. This will be a nice noodles. So the key for a stir-fried noodles, you don't want to overcook all the veggies that you have. So for me, I just cook everything for like less than 10 minutes. So once the noodles, our dry noodles is cooked, it's easier just to put in the wok everything. So we'll be cutting cabbage as well, the same way. So a long cut. So the reason why we cut the vegetable like this, like it's the same, so it will be cooked also at the same time. So just keep that in mind. In a bowl. And also the medium-sized onion. So we'll be cutting this way. This is optional, putting this onion, because since we're putting also the spring onion, so it's up to you, but for me, I like more flavor, so it's always nice to put an extra ingredients for an extra flavor. This, and now for a spring onion, so we're just gonna cut this way. So now we're done. So for the protein of the stir-fried noodles, so I'm choosing to have this chicken breast. So it's like 1 chicken breast will be enough, and some shrimp here. So now we're good to go. So we're having a difference on the timing when we cook a live cooking starting next week, because we've been having a request for 12 o'clock. So since we are based in Dubai, so many requests from Dubai subscriber that we're gonna have it in the lunchtime, since we're always cooking a lunch recipe. So see you next Saturday around 12 p.m. So, and don't forget also to subscribe to our channel and follow on the page in our Instagram and also in our Facebook page. Okay, now we're good to go. So we're gonna check the water that's been boiling. So, and now we're gonna cook our noodles first. Okay, I think it's ready now. So we're just gonna put a little bit of salt in the boiling water, just to agitate more of the water to be boiled. And don't forget to put also a little bit of oil. Just when we cook the noodles, it won't stick. Now we're gonna put the noodles in. You can always soak the noodles if you want, if you have time to soak your noodles. That way also it's easy. But since we want it quicker, so might as well just boil it in a hot water. So be careful on boiling in a hot water. You don't want to overcook everything, because we will saute it in the wok later. So for me, it's better to cook in 90 seconds or 2 minutes maximum for your noodles. So leave it there for like 90 seconds or 2 minutes. Then we're gonna strain it and set it aside before we proceed to cook it in a wok. I think this is done. So we're gonna switch this off. Put it here. Oops. Now we're gonna strain it. Strain the cooked noodles. So I'm using egg noodles, by the way. It's a dried egg noodles here. So make sure to take all the noodles here, here, and we're just gonna run it to a cold water. And we're good to go. So just gonna let it strain and remove the water here. Now we will start cooking the noodles in the wok. So we start by heating the pan in the high heat. Since we're using the wok, so we're doing it in the high heat. So it's quick and easy. And in the wok, just pour like 2 tablespoons of cooking oil. So make sure all the side is heated up. So once it's hot enough, then we're gonna start cooking the protein that we have. So I want to start with cooking the shrimp, but I have to set it aside because I don't want the shrimp to cook, like to overcook the shrimp, because it doesn't taste nice when you overcook the shrimp. So I will start with that. So just cook your shrimp for like a minute or 2. And that's it. So we're gonna remove it in the pan. We're gonna set these aside. I don't want to overcook this. And in the same pan, we're gonna cook the chicken. Put your chicken in. So cook it for like a minute or 2. So now we're going to put the garlic and ginger. Garlic and ginger here. Saute it for like a minute as well, just until it's fragrant. Now done. And now we're gonna put the sauces that we need. So we're putting a light soy sauce in. And we're putting as well oyster sauce. So we're gonna balance it with a teaspoon of brown sugar that we have here. Season this with salt and pepper. Okay. And now let's start putting all the vegetables that we have. So we're gonna start with chopped onion here. So just saute it until it's fragrant. Get all the flavors. And now we're just gonna pop all the vegetables. Bell pepper, carrots, and our cabbage. So make sure to mix it. we're gonna put our noodles. So that's our egg noodles. Make sure it's mixed well with the noodles and all the vegetable and the sauce that we put in. And now we're gonna put back the shrimp. So put the shrimp. And lastly, we're gonna put spring onion. So spring onion here. So just cook it for like 30 seconds with the spring onions, and now we're done. Now we're done. So after that, we'll just put it in a big bowl, and then we're ready to plate it. So just put it in a big. That's a nice noodles there. Now we're ready to plate. So we're just gonna get rid of this. And we'll get the plates. Then our noodles is ready. And of course, we're gonna be needing this lime on the side for our noodles. So just gonna slice it here. Just gonna put a little bit on the side. And now we can start plating our noodles. Here. So that's a beautiful noodles. Okay, that's it. So if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and like and share. And also don't forget to follow us on Facebook page and Instagram page. So enjoy. See you next time.